Hi, my name is Jason and this is my blog called Living with CMT. I hope you enjoy. Hello folks, it's Monday afternoon and instead of going into town we decided to come into Cleveland's because it's easier for me. I haven't got to do so much walking and we're just about to have a Costa. I had the reports through this morning from the DWP with my initial assessment in, which I'm definitely going to pull to shreds because a lot of it's garbage. He said that he observed me walking and I was walking okay. I didn't get out of breath. I didn't look I was in pain. I said that I could use any appliance in the kitchen. All I needed was a little bit of help with adapted stuff, which is a load of garbage because I didn't. Yeah, it's quite informative, shall we say. But I'm going to see Martin, who's the guy I speak to at the doctor's, and then we'll see where we go from there. Say hi, Deb. Just go and have a coffee. Bye for now. Evening, folks. It's Wednesday evening, 5:25. I've not long been back from my mum's from having a shower. And to be perfectly honest, today I wanted to have a little bit of a moan, I suppose. And I've had my forms back from the initial assessment from Pip. And it reads like a work of fiction. It's brilliant. My wife is absolutely astounded by it. She cannot believe it. She's reading it. And bear in mind, she was in this meeting. She was in this assessment. So she knows what was said and what wasn't said. And a lot of this stuff on the form wasn't said at all. He's observed things which he couldn't possibly have seen. Like he said, he observed me walking into a room where I didn't need any help at all in walking down the corridor. Yet the thing was, he was in front of me and facing forwards, so he couldn't have observed anything. The thing what I want to moan about, to be honest, isn't about the assessment. Put that to one side a minute. If you've got CMT like I have, right, there are two types of things, aren't there? There are those things that you know you can't do, and those things that you do even though you shouldn't be doing. They cause you pain, but you're too bloody stubborn to not do them. Correct me if I'm wrong. Now, in the morning when I get up, I roll off to the side of the bed, and one of the first things I have to do is obviously get dressed. And I do. And I struggle to get dressed, and it causes me pain to get dressed. Now, fair enough, if it's winter, then I can't do it because it involves jumpers and stuff like that. So I would ask for help. But I know first thing in the morning, my first 10 minutes are going to be painful, right? And I accept that because I'm not ready yet for somebody to dress me. Not in that respect, anyway. So I will struggle. I'll struggle to get into my socks, which are a nightmare because my foot won't bend upwards. So I've got to try and reach over my foot. Now, of course, this puts massive pressure on my back. And sometimes this has led to me being incapacitated for the day because I've damaged my back. And this annoys me because we're stubborn, right? We're stubborn. It's a natural thing to be stubborn. And how many times have you been told by your partner, your husband, your wife, your kids, whatever, that you shouldn't be doing something, right? I don't mean things like rock climbing and like that. I mean things like you're walking through the kitchen, something falls on the floor. What's your immediate instinct is to get that thing off the floor, innit? Right? Now, okay, I've got to grab it. So if it isn't too heavy, I can pick it up like that. But how many times have you bent down to pick something up and hurt your back? Knowing that you shouldn't have done it, but you still do it. Right? Because it's your instinct. You have got a bit of pride. You've got a bit of dignity. You've got a bit of self-confidence, if you like. Now, I know that every day I do at least a dozen things that infuriate Deb, what I shouldn't be doing. I will do. I'll do a dozen things that infuriate her in a day, easy. Now, only just recently, I've taken to letting Deb put my calipers on all the time. Now, I used to struggle into them. And yes, I used to hurt my spine, but it got to the point where I was hurting my back so much that I was unable to go out once I'd got them on. So it defeated the object. So now, I will sit there and let Deb put my calipers on for me. Yes, it's demeaning. It really is demeaning. I can't... Sorry, I just had to sit up there. My back was hurting. I really do feel demeaned, embarrassed and everything about it, right? Because I didn't want to get to the age I am now and have somebody doing everything for me. I didn't. You know, it's really, really, really embarrassing. The problem we've got is we want to try and live normal lives, right? Which means we want to keep some dignity. And we know we can't sometimes, so we have to let other people do stuff for us. And yet we get punished for this because we get to accept that we can't do things, and it takes a bit of doing to accept that you can't do things. So if you're going for one of these assessment things, right, these PIP assessments, just remember that they will make you feel like everything you're going through is for nothing. They will make you feel like you can do anything, but you know you can't, and they will punish you because they say you can do stuff when you can't. Now, I've said it before and I'll say it again, over the years, especially over the last 5 to 10 years, I've lost a lot. I've had to give up a lot, and I've had to stop doing a lot. And for somebody to tell me, because I've said before that I can't go out on my own, I can't. There's 3 reasons. 1 is my mental state will not let me. 2, my paranoia won't let me. And 3, my balance won't let me. I can't go out on my own. Even, you know, yes, I've got calipers and a stick, but I need more than that. I need the emotional support as well as the physical support. So I can't go out. I don't go out on my own. It scares the life out of me going out on my own. So I put down on the form that I cannot follow a journey unaided on my own. No. And they put, we have decided you can. How does that work? You have decided something which I have tried to cover up for the last 5 years and had a job accepting that all of a sudden I'm this wimp who can't go anywhere on his own, and you're telling me that as far as you're concerned I can. So you've basically taken the last 5 years of me and ruined it, threw it all in the bin and made me feel 50 times worse about myself. I was also told that during this assessment, according to the form, I didn't show no signs of anxiety. What's a sign of anxiety? Have I missed something? Because I didn't know until the other day that my wife told me that she knows when I'm anxious, and she knows exactly the signs. And there's 2 of them. 1 is I can't stop twirling my hands. I keep playing with my fingers and moving them around and doing all sorts of stuff. And the other is apparently I do this a lot. And I didn't know this. On Monday, we went down to Cleveland's and we went into Home Bargains. And Deb asked me if I needed a trolley. I said I was okay with my stick and my caliper. Anyway, about 5-10 paces in, Deb said, no, I'm going to get you a trolley. You look like you need it. Now, I didn't know this, but she said she went and she got the trolley. And when she turned around, I was propped up against the shelf, literally head down, and all I was doing was running my hands over my lips. All I was doing was this. Because of how many people were in there. Because I still can't deal with too many people. I can't do it. I want to be able to, but I can't. Now, I see Martin tomorrow, who's my, not doctor exactly, but he's my medical help, if you like, at the doctor's surgery. And I need him to reassure me that I'm not imagining all this, that I'm not, it's not all in my head. Is the CMT in my head? You know, am I actually fully fit and able to do things without knowing? Because according to this assessment, I am. According to this assessment, with the right appliances, I could make a cooked meal. I could cook anything. I could prepare food and everything. And I don't understand this because in the last, again, 5 or 10 years, I mean, don't get me wrong, there were years where I used to peel carrots and potatoes and stuff and all this sort of stuff for Deb when we were having a big meal. And it got to the stage where I couldn't peel taters because I couldn't hold the potato peeler properly at all. I couldn't do that. And then it got to the point where it was taking me 30 minutes, 40 minutes to peel 4 or 5 taters. You know, it was getting ridiculous. Now, knives, I've never actually been very good with sharp knives because I've always had this tendency of dropping them or cutting myself without knowing I've cut myself. You must have done it yourself when you've been you've had your hands in the sink and you've reached in for something and not realised that you've grated your finger across a carving knife blade, which is why I'm not allowed anywhere near them now. Now, according to this report, I use normal cutlery and I only occasionally need help cutting stuff. Well, that's rubbish, because I do not have anything to do with food preparation whatsoever. If we are having something like fish or something like that, Deb will cut it up for me, because yes, I can hold a knife, but I can't get a knife to do what it's supposed to do, because I can't get the pressure in my hands to push down on the knife in order to cut. And this is something, again, that I've had to accept, because obviously years and years ago I used to have steak and sausages and all sorts, and I used to be able to cut them no problem. Nowadays they have to be cut into pieces on my plate, which makes me feel about 4. But they are saying that I don't need this kind of help. So it's confusing me. It really is confusing me, because I've had to accept that I do need the help, and now they're telling me that I don't need the help, and it's messing with my head completely. I am not in a very good place at all at the moment. I am not bothered how many pills I take. I'm not bothered if I take 30 or 40. It doesn't bother me in the slightest, because I'm not having good thoughts, you know. I'm having bad dreams. I'm waking from dreams with horrible thoughts, knowing that I've had a bad dream but can't remember what it is. Woke up the other night thinking I was screaming in the night, but luckily I managed to stifle it before I woke up, so I don't know what happened there. If I sit and I'm trying to concentrate on something, my mind goes off on different things. I can't focus or concentrate, and it's affecting me a lot mentally. And I said to Deb, I said, it's not the fact that the money's gone down. It's the fact that they're telling me most of this stuff doesn't exist. Most of this stuff that I say I can't do, I can. And that's what's getting to me the most. They're making out that all these years they've been telling me something at the hospital. It's all been for nothing, because it's wrong. And it's hard to accept. It's very hard to accept. Anyway, I haven't been doing much the last couple of days, because like I said, I've had a lot on my head. I haven't been able to focus on anything. I haven't watched any TV or nothing. I tried to play a little bit of a fishing game last night, but after 10 minutes couldn't figure out where my fingers were on the mouse, so I had to stop. So it's another thing, you see. But then again, maybe that's all in my mind as well. On a lighter note, I've been in touch with MD UK, and they got back to me to ask me if I want to discuss it over the phone, which I definitely do, because I need to get it off my chest before I absolutely flip. You know, I'm worried about where this is going to go, because I have got lots of medication now, so I just hope I don't get to the point where I feel like taking all of it, because I don't want to go down that road. I really don't. When I went to see them on the 30th of June, obviously I wasn't on tramadol then, but I am on tramadol now, because cocodamol does nothing for me whatsoever. I'm taking two tramadol a day, but it isn't really helping in that respect, so it might have to be up to 3 or 4. The metrazapine I'm on, according to the report, is only a low anxiety medication. It isn't really worth bothering with. What they don't know is that I have actually been on citalopram before, and I've been on one beginning with D, but I can't remember what that was called, and I had adverse effects, which is why they've had to put me on citalopram. So yeah, it's just totally bizarre and confusing. What's going to happen, I don't know. Like I say, I've been back from my mum's about an hour. I managed to get up there and have a shower. Deb had to watch me into the shower this time, because I'm a bit wary of falling over. She also had to do my hair for me, and then when I got out the shower, wipe my hair and wipe my back. She asked me if I wanted my feet drying. I said no, I'll be fine, thanks, because I don't like anybody anywhere near my feet, because my feet are horrible. So yes, I hurt my back doing it. But like I said, you tell me how many times you do something every day that you're not supposed to do and puts you in pain, but in your head you say to yourself, I did it. I still did it. I might have been in pain all the way through that, but I still did it. It's just annoying. It's just really annoying. I may be starting a jigsaw later, I don't know. I was supposed to be starting one 4 days ago, but I've got about as much focus as watching a 30-second advert at the moment. Anyway, I'll let you all go. Sorry if I've depressed you all. But a big thumbs up to you, and thank you for putting up with me for all this time, and maybe for many years to come yet. Anyway, bye for now. Oh, before I go, big massive shout out to my bestie in Stoke, Ian Maddock. He's always there when I need somebody to talk to. He's never turned around and said, sorry, I'm not available, sorry, I'm not available. And I've needed that in the last God knows how long. I've needed that, and he's never shirked. And if you can get a friend like that who's always going to be there to listen to you and help you through it, then you've got an amazing friend. And he is. He's like my brother. He's like my brother I never had. And I'm sorry if I've embarrassed you, Ian, but it's true. Bye for now. Hi, I hope you enjoyed the vlog, and if you did, please give me a thumbs up and a like. Thank you very much. And if you like what you saw, you can subscribe by clicking there. And if you want to see what I did yesterday, you've just got to click up there. Bye for now.